Hello biscuits, it's Cupcake Kamisama back here with another Vlogmas video. Apologies for the different background, even though it awkwardly works a little bit better. It's because I realised I don't have an intro for this video, so I filmed it very quickly at work when the office was empty. In today's video, we will go on a mission to find the best Christmas limited edition hot chocolate in the main coffee chains across the UK. Let's see which one will take the top spot. This is Costa's gingerbread and cream hot chocolate. As you can tell, it was so full it spilled a lot, and I wasn't sure where to put my camera, so you're not going to see much of my face for this one. The pros: that extra biscuit decoration is definitely Christmassy. It certainly tasted like gingerbread, which is what you'd expect. It wasn't too sweet. I could have easily finished that one without feeling too sickly or like it was too much, and definitely tasted very Christmassy. I couldn't think of any cons. If you don't like gingerbread, then it probably wouldn't be your thing, but otherwise I can't think of anything. It's very well balanced, very tasty. So I'd say it's a 10 out of 10 great Christmas flavour drink, and it's a 10 out of 10 would have again. And what you're about to see in a moment here is me dutifully noting all my impressions down whilst they were fresh. So all those opinions that you're hearing me say right now were noted down whilst things were still fresh in my mind and whilst I had that drink in my hand to keep going back and checking whether I still think what I thought initially. Next is also Costa's Black Forest hot chocolate. Sorry for the weird thing, I didn't turn my phone to the side. This one I actually got at work. We have the option to buy Costa coffee at work, which is why you don't get any fancy extras like whipped cream or anything on top of it. But they did have the cute paper cups with snowmen on them, so at least there's something Christmassy on it. I feel like the cherry adds a nice tang to it so that it's not too sweet. It does deliver the taste that it promises. It's definitely Black Forest hot chocolate. You get the chocolate, you get the cherry. It did feel Christmassy, or maybe it was just the snowman fooling me at the time, but I felt like this was a very Christmassy flavour. The downside, I'd say, is I prefer sweeter stuff, so I wanted to taste the chocolate more than I did. Again, maybe it's the cups, the paper cup, but I felt like it was hot for longer, so I kept burning my mouth. Every time you see me here, I'm actually burning my mouth. But overall, I'd say, because I do prefer sweeter stuff, so I'd say it's a 9 out of 10 in terms of Christmas flavour for me, and 7 out of 10 in terms of would I drink it again. I'd probably bump it into 8 out of 10 if I could get that extra cream. Another Costa at work. This one is caramelized orange hot chocolate. Again, I think this time they actually gave me a regular Costa cup, so no Christmassy cups even. It definitely smells orangey, and it tastes exactly like Terry's chocolate orange, so if you like that, you're gonna love this. It is quite sweet, but at the same time it's pretty refreshing, which I didn't expect. I do prefer this to the Black Forest hot chocolate, even though I'm not a massive fan of the flavours of chocolate and orange put together. Downside, I'd say For me, it might not necessarily be the most Christmassy one out there. I know that chocolate orange is done quite a lot at Christmas, but it's not a combination of flavours that I think of as Christmassy. And in the long run, like by the end of that cup, I thought it was maybe a little bit too orangey. Like I said, I do prefer sweeter taste, and I'm buying the hot chocolate, so I want to taste the chocolate. So I'd say I'll be generous, and I'll still say it's a 10 out of 10 Christmas flavour, because I know some people do like that. Would I have it again? Maybe like an 8.5 out of 10. Just like I said, because it is nicer than the Black Forest hot chocolate for me. Then we get on to Starbucks salted caramel brownie hot chocolate. Now I'd been really excited about that just from the name. Let's start with the pros. I did like the toppings. No idea what they were, but I like them. And it is very salted caramel. But as you're gonna see from my reaction, at first I wasn't quite sure what to make it. And it got worse from then. It was very sweet, a little too sweet. Even for me, it got sickly and I couldn't finish it. I was not getting the brownie at all, or any chocolate flavour. After I stirred it a little bit, a tiny bit of a chocolatey flavour came through, but not enough to help it at all. I did not think it was Christmassy at all. So whilst I applaud Starbucks for trying something different, I think this failed miserably. I think even if you like salted caramel, you might struggle to like it because it felt very artificial flavouring. I actually had to down some water at the end just to wash that taste away. I'd say it's a 5 out of 10, and that's me being generous with the Christmas flavour. And 4 out of 10, I would not have it again unless absolutely forced, and maybe if I drowned it in some extra chocolate sprinkles. Next is Caffè Nero's Belgian truffle, and oh my god. I mean, you're about to see my actual reaction, but pardon the French, it was fucking delicious. It tastes exactly like a praline truffle. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. The chocolate sprinkles on top actually enhance the flavour, so if you don't eat them straight away and you let them melt into the chocolate, you get extra deliciousness. I would be happy to die overdosing on this. I'm not even joking. It's an 11 out of 10 would have again, and I have. And a 10 out of 10 Christmas flavour. I know that not everyone associates truffles and pralines with Christmas, but this is absolutely spot on for me. And look at that cute takeaway cup. Next is Caffè Nero's Winter Spiced Hot Chocolate. I'd say the spices on this, both inside the hot chocolate and the ones on top, are very well balanced. And it tastes a lot like gingerbread, probably more so than the Costa gingerbread hot chocolate. It's not as sweet as Belgian truffle, although it's still sweet. And like I said, the spices are very well balanced so that you can taste them all as a blend and individually if you really focus on them. It's absolutely Christmassy in that respect. I'd say it could be just a little bit more chocolatey for my taste. And of the two hot chocolates that taste like gingerbread, I'd say Costa is probably the one I'd prefer, even though the spices in that one are milder. Still, I'd say Caffè Nero 10 out of 10 in terms of Christmas flavour, and 8 out of 10 would have again, only because if I'm going to Nero, I'm going to have the Belgian truffle. And finally, it's back to Costa for a hazelnut praline hot chocolate. They seem to have added this later on, which, damn you Costa, you've been on a massive roll this Christmas. Oh my lord, it's so hazelnutty. Anything chocolate hazelnut, I'm all over that, so they've won me straight away. I think it is delicious, and it's probably the best one of the Christmas range at Costa, as far as I'm concerned. It is sweet, but again, it's not too sweet. You could quite easily finish that and have some more. You wouldn't be too over-sweetened. What you see in here is me being confused because I could not, for the life of me, make out what those toppings on the whipped cream was. What was that meant to taste like? Very nice, don't get me wrong, they were just unidentifiable. So I would very much like to know what they are, so I guess it's neither a pro nor a con. If I had to think of a con, then I'd probably say that compared to the other ones at Costa, it might not be as Christmassy. They have more Christmassy ones in the range this year. Still, if you're gonna offer something that's flavoured with hazelnuts, then you have a customer in me, especially if that thing is hot chocolate. So let's say 9.5 in terms of Christmas flavour, because I do feel like the other ones have been more Christmassy, but 10 out of 10 would have again. This is the one that I might be getting at work for as long as they're going to offer it. It was totally worth it. And that's it. We have our winner. Cafe Nero, you have brought your absolute A game, and I cannot wait to have more of that hot chocolate. It's delicious. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, make sure to give it a like, comment on it, subscribe to the channel. You can also support me by buying me a cup of coffee. Link to my coffee pages in the description box below. If you click on the eye up in that corner, it will take you to a full Vlogmas playlist, so you can see everything that I've done this Vlogmas so far. And as always, I encourage all of you to check out my blog, which is Cupcakes and Unicorns, where you'll find more Lolita content. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye!